back to the ESL Pro League North America Division Match Day 9. Currently halfway through Winterfox and Rush, and Winterfox a very, very comprehensive victory there on Inferno, albeit they did allow a few more rounds to go the way of Rush than maybe they needed to, but in the end, a win to win, can't complain about that. Their
always
first win on the board. And they were always winning. They were always looking like they were going to win that match. It was just, I guess, a question of how long it was going to take them. And in the end, not too long, 16-7, still fairly convincing. Now moving over to Overpass, though.
Yeah, and Overpass is a little bit different towards Inferno, or very different, should I say. Inferno is more that, aim-heavy map, early control from the counter terrorist, but you can't really do that as much on Overpass. It's much, much more heavy map control. So, and I think Rush is going to struggle. I'm not sure if this is Rush's map pick, but I think they are going to struggle with this because in Inferno, they were struggling to get map control on a more basic map. On an advanced map like Overpass, it's a hard ask. It is a severely hard ask, especially using a substitute. So
yeah, definitely. And to update everyone as to how things have been going so far tonight on our stream, 16-11 and 16-8 were the results in favor of Renegades in our first matchup. 16-7, as mentioned, the first result for Winterfox versus Rush over on the other side of the... I guess over on the other side of the world, really. SK picking up a couple of pretty convincing victories over Luminosity. And at the moment, NRG, interestingly enough, actually up over Optic Gaming on Cache as well.
Yeah. Regardless of what side it is, that is comprehensive. And I think, maybe they had a 10-5 half, and then they've just taken pistol as well as the anti-eco. Yeah. So not saying that Optic isn't out of it yet, but... Nope. They still...
I would have thought Optic going into that one was the favourite, though.
So. I would have said that as well. So NRG definitely surprising us towards the mainstream. But for now, Rush already down one in the series. Winterfox have picked up the first one. Rush are looking to at least take one and put themselves on the board. But Winterfox looking to, at the very least, take another victory and try to consolidate their position a little bit. Instead of being at the bottom of the league, at the very least, join Renegades after the earlier 2-0.
Would be a great night for us here. I mean, to see both those teams picking up a couple of wins. Hashtag no bias. I think though that Winterfox, maybe coming out here onto Overpass. Again, it's not a map that I've seen them playing so much recently, so I wonder how they're going to go. In saying that though, it's not a map either that Rush sort of plays all that much. So hard to say how this one's going to turn out, but I think again it comes down to the side that the team's going to start on. Obviously, starting on the CT side is going to be a massive bonus, and Winterfox looked really, really good on their CT side of Inferno, so I wonder if that's going to sort of transfer over here onto Overpass, or if they're maybe going to be left wondering what they need to be doing on CT.
Well, hopefully, I think that Winterfox will be starting on the T side, I think. But if they do start on the T side, let's see how they take that toilets control. Let's see how they take the unders. Let's see how Rush play. Do they play aggressively and try to push into short water every single time? Do they fall back instead and try to, nullify any damage that the T's could do? Try to make sure that the T's utilize their utility earlier on.
Yeah,
so
there we go.
There we have Winterfox are starting on the T side. So
looks like they're heading in. Well, with the bomb at least in the direction of the B-bomb site. They do have a few players in the underpass as well. Just another one sort of hanging around near playground, watching in case maybe any of those Rush players do push in from party. At this point, though, it's fairly safe to say this is probably going to be a B take, and APOC might be in trouble here. He's spotted them out, though, and he's actually going to deal a bit of damage over to Silent. Can the trade come out from EMAG? No, it can't. Toy as well, finding a kill onto Offnu, and that's the pistol round basically done and dusted, really.
Off to Raz now, 1-4. He does have the bomb at the very least, but that is a small consolation as Rush. That was what I was talking about, aggressive play, and it works out for them quite well as Raz has been spotted out. So you can see Rush now surrounding him from all sides. No, he's boxed in like a rabbit. And we'll be able to get at least a little bit of damage on towards Blade, but Little Man says, no, you can't do any more, and he will pick up 2 for the round as well, alongside with Silence and Winterfox down. So I think this might be Winterfox's pick on Overpass, because Rush would not pick. I think it's whoever doesn't pick the map picks the side.
I believe that's the case. It wouldn't make sense really for Winterfox to be picking the map and then deciding, oh, let's go on to T side. Anyway, see how it works out for them. They didn't win the pistol round, so they have a bit of an uphill battle already to begin with. Haven't even invested into this round. They didn't get the bomb down,
no,
so that's a little interesting.
I mean, we saw this, I guess, for the Asian League, but that was in a very, very tightly run ship by PZ Kid for the JYP game.
Yeah.
In terms of Winterfox, I mean, I would have expected, you get the Tech 9s. Looks like they're just trying to they're gambling on getting the bomb plant down.
Yeah,
I think that's what they're trying to do at the moment. And maybe if they don't, they'll force up in the next one, but they're charging straight on towards Silence UMP. Does manage to back out. Great Molotov because this buys more territory, and it's just going to be a gun down right from here. Silent and Toy. Silent Toy. Toy Silent. Jolie, look at it. Winterfox are dead.
Yep, pretty much. And let's see what Winterfox do decide to do here. It would not be a good force really. Like, I don't think they should do it.
Yeah, maybe a couple of pistols.
Just some pistols would be the ideal situation. Would have liked to have maybe seen like a smoke or two in that last round if they were just going to go for that bomb plant strategy, but not the case. And so, yeah, just pistols, P250s, flashbang on off noob. We don't expect too much out of this round for Winterfox.
Yeah, not sure why APOC didn't pick up the P250. They do all have enough cash to kind of just pick up the P250 and not be hindered towards their first buy round, because you really don't have to worry about the kit, you don't have to worry about much more. I mean, Raz can still get his AWP because he's got cash, but they are stacking up for a B-site attack. They managed to get away in towards Dirty Water, and Rush only have 2 members on the B-site. It's going to be Little Man as well as a Kiss, but Fox, they don't really have a... Okay, there's a first flashbang. It'll allow them push through right now. Little Man gunning them down. Gets 1, gets 2. Looks like Toy does fall towards a different part of the map, but that's literally it, because the bomb's been lost and Zuzi's been tagged down towards 7, and now Silent on the hunt.
He's just throwing the Molotov over in the direction of the B site. But yeah, not much that he's going to be able to do here. Silent does take him down. So 2 thoroughly unsuccessful ecos really for Winterfox, but what can you expect, I guess. Rush, though, their economy looking really good because they have pretty much had full SMGs for both of those.
Yeah, they're keeping the SMGs as well, so expect another short push coming out with these SMGs. Maybe unders control as well. Toy I think Toy does play the A site alongside with Silent, so he's going to try and play that long distance, maybe hold and set up a crossfire in toilets, which is a critical part of Overpass. No AWP on the side of Winterfox, actually, so... Yeah. Okay, so pressure towards unders as opposed towards short water. I would have expected the UMPs push towards short because they would be quite effective there as well, but looks like they're just stacking unders instead. Pretty
crucial round here for Winterfox. They can't afford to let this one go. It's just going to allow Rush another round on the board to really stack that money in their favor. So... see what Winterfox decide to do here. Playing fairly slowly at this point, just peeking in towards Underpass, peeking in towards Party, seeing if they're going to spot anything out, but Rush is not giving them much here, though. APOC may be able to find something. A Kiss. He's a player with just a UMP, so it's a winnable duel for APOC, but Rush decide to back out just in time on towards the B site. APOC not suspecting anything.
Yeah, I think neither of them spotted out anything. Silent has managed to pick up the first one with the UMP, and the bomb's actually been lost. Toy sitting with the unders and Blade. EMAG was not expecting 2 of them in there, but well done by Raz at least to get 1 trade. Flashman comes through, but this is disastrous for Winterfox. They've already lost 3 of their members, and now the pressure's coming in from the other side. Silent does fall. Great shot from APOC. And now all up to Raz.
1 versus 2, but they're both over towards the B side, so he can get the bomb down over on A. They will have to rotate up, and it's going to cost them a little bit of time as well, but no, they will be pretty okay here. So bomb will go down safely, but that's about it for Raz. Is he even going to have time to get in position? Yeah, Blade's not really pushing him just yet, so he can find a decent post plan or try and push and take a 1 versus 1, which is probably what he has to do here because he does have a player coming around behind him. He doesn't know that, of course, but not sure about this position that he's taken. He needs to push further into bank, I think.
Yeah, the plant isn't really great for him either. So as soon as Raz peeks out, needs to get this kill. He does. Oh my goodness, nearly takes down Blade, but won't be able to. And Little Man, you can see it right now. Great Molotov. He doesn't have a smoke to extinguish, and now he's trapped because they can sit on the defuse. And Raz, I think, knows that he's, you know, the roost is up. He's just going to try and survive with the AK-47. He took down Blade, would have been a completely different story, but...
yeah, he needed to hit that spray down.
Needed to get that 4th bullet in, couldn't get it at the end of the day, and Rush, you know, breathing a little bit of sigh of relief, but they still take the victory. And Little Man, great usage of utility to shut that down, and Winterfox going to be down 4-0 now. Did manage to get the bomb plant down, so they may have purchased behind this.
Well, they had the AK saved through the next round. Looks
They
like there's a couple of guns on those backs that I can see, so there you go. It's actually quite a good buy in the end for Winterfox.
They've lost 4, and they did manage to get the bomb plant down, so it would have been about 3.4k, I think, for the members, and Raz also had an AK as well, so he could have dropped 1.
Yep, can't really complain about that for Winterfox, though. No AWP still, but still early days on that T side.
Silent in such a risky position with the AWP. If he gets pressured by any more Ts, and he's about to be under a severe amount of pressure, he is in trouble because he just unscopes out.
Unscopes at the wrong time as well.
I don't know why you'd put the AWP towards unders in a situation like that where you don't have short water. Well, they did have short water control, so Akers does manage to pick off APOC, but they didn't really have that unders control in terms of Silent. He wasn't scoping anywhere, not trying to lock down a line. He didn't have an exit plan. He was looking towards mid and just going, yep, I'm going to kill 3 people, not thinking about if I don't kill 3 people, where am I going to go? So just calling them no man's land. Now they do come back towards B-side. Little Man, though, look at his position.
So far forward. Offnu's not going to expect this, but Raz is, apparently, and he gets the kill there. So a couple of smokes and Molotovs thrown over towards the B side. Only 1 player over here for Rush at this point. That player up in the window, not going to get much done, given that there's a smoke blocking his vision. Winterfox secure the B bomb site. This should be their first round on the board.
And Raz has locked down the short water area as well, so it's going to be very difficult for Rush to come out. They're just going to go save their rifles, and Rush, they had to severely think where Silent, they need to put Silent as the AWP. He's not really impressed me so far in the 2 times I've seen him. I don't think they played against SK last week. Definitely didn't have a great performance with AWP. A couple of good rounds. Now just Silent with the AWP. No pun intended. It's just been an absolute non-factor. I'm not even... He's been more powerful with a rifle or a UMP
I agree.
than an AWP. He just gives up so many territory.
Definitely. At this point, though, Rush is still in a pretty good position. They have a pretty big booming economy, I'm pretty sure. Toy does take down EMAG, but in the end, Winterfox, I was going to say get away with 3. Only 2 there.
Damage done, though. This is good from the counter-terrorist.
Still enough. And look at that money from Lil Man. He's, like, rolling in it, essentially. An AWP going to come out in his hands, dropped over to Silent.
If it wasn't rolling in it, you can just go towards the left, you know, go to the ATM, make a cast withdrawal, buy a couple of M4s for the boys, and...
M4s for the boys?
Yeah, the boys.
Yeah, the boys.
Well, Winterfox, they need to be rallying up the troops soon as well. They need to be screaming, yeah, the boys, because they need more rounds, and well, this is a critical round to do it, you know. 2 rounds in a row would severely damage Rush's economy, and it would allow them a lot more, I guess, map game presence going on towards their CT side.
Alrighty, well, Winterfox again sort of pressuring in the B side just a little bit, having a look in through Monster. See the smoke there, not allowing him to get much done, but just trying to keep some presence over there. Keep Rush thinking.
This is a much better line for Silent to be sitting, you know. It's not as risky. He can make a shot, fall back. He can fall back and watch, you know, that connector line, that unders or connector line as well.
EMAG's got control of the underpass, though. No one from Rush probably going to be rotating through there. Toy is still hanging around bathrooms. Hard to say. Winterfox, you'd think that they're going to head towards the B side here, really. What are they going to get done, though?
Well, they
set up for some executes.
3 short. There's the defensive smoke coming out. Oh, look at that, though. Look at the aggression coming out from Zuzi, pushing straight forward. And we'll be catching out Little Man Apoc, pushing through B long. Also finds a crisp headshot on towards a kiss as well. So Winterfox, a little bit of life in them now as they bring out the AK-47s. Now shining down Rush as they already lose the initial early members. And Apoc is going ham right now. He gets another one. Silent makes an AWP shot, but he's not going to connect upon anything. And once again, Rush opting to save.
Really does look like Winterfox have sort of found something over towards that B site that they think that they can, I guess, take advantage of. They've hit the site twice in a row now. It's worked out twice in a row as well. Raz, that's your teammate.
Good flick, but unfortunately it's on a counter-terrorist, so... It's a good sign of Raz, you know, he's able to hit the shots, but unfortunately just not on the right target, so...
Yeah. It's not going to affect Winterfox all that much, though. They're all going to get out of this one alive. Rush will still be able to afford to buy into the next round, but... the economy's going to be getting pretty thin after that, if they do lose the next gun.
I think they should still be able to, the Rush should still be able to buy up, as we were talking about earlier. They had enough cash, but final round that they can invest in, and even if Winterfox lose this, if they can take enough members, they can just armor up Tech 9 or repurchase into it and just continue to do even more damage towards the side of Rush. So this is a lot better stabilization now that's happening. And I think it's heating up to become a good match as well. Rush so far just unable to make the trades. Silent actually playing aggressive. Both AWP is missing a shot, and well, they're just going to both watch the line and then fall back.
Yeah, so it does seem like Winterfox have changed things up a little bit here. They're sort of exploring the A side of the map a little more than the B side now. They hit the B side twice in a row now, giving Rush something to think about. A bit of a different position from them. So not too bad. I like it. They're going to just move their way in slowly to party. Just clearing as many angles as they need to. This is good. Working everything. Using their utilities well. And they've basically got in there for free, really.
The only issue is when they use this much early utility, they've only got 3 smoke grenades, which means that they have no fake potential. Apoc's tagged down to 11. I'm not sure what exactly from, but it may have been an early engagement from that B site, or maybe an AWP shot from Silent. As the rest of Rush actually are stacking towards the A site now. They've spotted no information out towards B, so it means that they're not interested in moving towards there. Smokes are going to go out now, but the Molotov towards toilets means that it's going to take a little bit of time for them to come up. There's some great defensive utility coming out from Rush. This means that Toy is allowed a lot of position to get a few kills. Silent also picks one off. Raz does manage to get the trade, but the bomb loss means that the rest of Rush will rotate up towards the A site. Toy will pick one up very easily. Now it's off to Raz, 1 on 4. Surrounded from all sides, able to take down Toy, but he misses the AWP shot, and Rush will shut that A-site attempt down.
Little unfortunate there for Winterfox that Rush spotted out all of those utilities being thrown. They knew that there were so many players up on, well, near the bathrooms, and basically they were ready, essentially. And another round on the board for Rush. That was the one which could have broken the economy for them, and Winterfox weren't quite able to do it, but at least Winterfox able to buy back into this round, so they have another shot. Still an uphill battle. I mean, 5-2. It's not too bad, actually, for Rush at this point.
Yeah. Winterfox just resuming their default once again. Raz actually taking the AWP towards B long this time to see if he can pick off any of the members that might push through on the side of Rush, but early defensive utility being used towards B pipe just to make sure that no Ts are charging out. Otherwise, standard progression except for Toy. Look where he is. He's at party right now, and well, it's a very sad birthday party, I think, because he's only by himself there, you know.
He's got a friend. He's got Blade.
But Blade's kind of like the friend that's going, yeah, I'll come to your birthday party, but he doesn't really come.
But only if Little Man comes or
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
See, Blade is not going anywhere close, and that's a little bit. I feel a little bit sad for Toy. You know, he's just blowing all those party pockets by himself, and Zuzi finds one.
Yeah, good kill from Zuzi, and a pretty decent spam as well onto Little Man. Drops him down below 50 HP. Apox relatively low as well, but Winterfox certainly with the advantage here in terms of HP and in terms of players. I guess you could argue also the map control. Wow. Nice shot from Zuzi.
Little Man, no more man, because Zuzi with such an insane headshot. What reaction timing coming out. A Kiss now under pressure, and well, he doesn't Blade as support, but Toy coming in from behind, unable to find anything. This is clean from Winterfox, not even losing a single gun in a Kiss. Found by Ofnu. The Zuzi and Ofnu show, the Kiwi show coming out on the side of Winterfox. Able to just clean up by themselves, and now Rush in a bit of a pickle.
Definite good round for Winterfox. Is Rush going to invest anything in this round? Pistols obviously can be dropped by a Kiss or Silent. Looks like that may be the case. We see a couple going over. And some armor on a Kiss as well, but really not a whole lot to write home about for Rush. That's been pretty good from Winterfox. Haven't left too many of those CTs alive.
Dangerous part is, with all the members of Winterfox alive, it just means that they have money to work with. Not that much money, but at the same time, EMAG does manage to take down Silent and Unders, so without even taking a single breath of damage. So Winterfox, every single round now is just going to inflict the pain. Rush should be able to purchase up towards the next one. Little Man barely gets out alive at 20 HP. And Apox still lurking his way around B as Rush trying to figure out the best vector of attack to rip the guns off his hands. Oh. Okay, they're just going to charge through this. Oh. And it's a vector that worked, so.
That was a little bit messy from Apox.
Yeah, I was thinking, you know, you could be high level calculating. All right, we're gonna maneuver the boys over here. We're gonna surround him, and then we're gonna take the tango down. And in the end, the best decision they had was let's just sprint at him and push, and it just worked. So
it allows Winterfox to kind of just work that A side a little bit easier now. They do get, of course, a bit of information. They get a kill. Toys dropped very low by the Molotov. Winterfox, the utility is just proving enough to push Rush out of the site.
Yeah, and Zuzi, if it wasn't the utility pushing out, it's the gunfire, and the bomb plant should go down. And all Rush can hope for is they pick up a couple of stray kills, maybe take an AK-47, but with how Winterfox are playing, it's going to be very difficult. So they do get a couple of kills, but won't be able to take that AK-47 towards the next round. Winterfox can just purchase up straight up.
Toy's still lurking around. I don't suspect that he gets anything done here, really. Where is the weapon? It's around the corner.
It's just around that truck,
yeah,
but
so
Raz is blocking that line down. He missed it, though. So.
Well, he didn't miss that one.
Yeah, you don't need to hit the AWP shot if you can just hit the P250 shot.
Exactly, and 4 on the board now for Winterfox, starting to equalise that scoreline. Again, the economy, it's built up enough here for Rush to buy back, but the utilities, at least on Blade, is going to be lacking. It's sort of lacking on Silent and Little Man as well, so it's not a perfect buy, but it's definitely a serviceable one, really, for the counter-terrorists. I don't complain too much about that.
Getting very aggressive towards Party once again.
Yeah, I don't think they got spotted out at Party last time they pushed. So, fair enough, use it again. See if you can get something. Winterfox, though, they do seem to have been a little bit more interested in the B site so far in this half than the A site.
Well, they are coming out through the smoke. It's up to a Kiss to hold this. Now, Little Man is coming across, but there's the first Molotov. Pushes a Kiss out of barrels. No way that he can pose a threat towards the T's right now. Using the counter flashes, but Little Man has been spotted out. A Kiss going for the deal, but he takes one. Tags another one down. Takes 3 down. That's what needs to happen on the B side. And a Kiss opening things up for Rush. As Winterfox now on a very, very difficult 1-on-5, as a matter of fact. Make that a 1-on-3. Apoc does manage to get a couple of kills. Oh, that is sharp, but surrounded from all sides. Nearly turning on towards Silent. He misses the off shot, making another one. Toy's behind him as well, and Apoc does not know where Toy is. He suspects that he's towards CT, maybe water. If he can make his way towards A site, might be able to get out alive, but Toy should be able to find the time in the kill.
Yep, and he does. So pretty easy round for Rush. 2 still alive. They'll take some guns through to the next round. Be able to afford a pretty good buy into this one. Winterfox also looking pretty healthy in terms of the economy. Hoffnu's going to need a drop, but apart from that, everyone else can buy. 6-4. I feel as though that sort of slightly favors Winterfox, actually.
Yeah, just doing damage. Every single round that does damage, I mean, ideally they would like to drop the AWP out of Silent's hands, but even so, doing damage, chipping away at the CT economy. Even if they drop around, they just go Armor Tech 9. We know they only have UMPs as well as, you know, they only have UMPs trying to build their economy. They don't have the best weaponry. Silent trying to go aggressive towards B-Long. Nearly, just barely catches, nearly catching out APOC, but otherwise just safe from everyone. Winterfox slowly making their way through their default EMAG, taking control of unders as Toys boosted up towards toilets.
At the moment, Winterfox are fairly safely playing, you know, pretty slowly. I like the utility use here from Winterfox. I mean, every single round you're seeing them use their utilities, and they're, generally speaking, forcing Rush players out of position. They're clearing angles and utilizing the utilities really well. So that's a good sign for Winterfox here. It's allowing them to have a bit of a better time so far on this T side. I mean, 4 rounds is not too bad. Raz going to go for the boost here. Can he spot out Toy? Looks like Raz, player boosting Raz, sorry, he's going to try and draw a bit of a push maybe with those shots, see if someone was going to peek around and take a couple of shots through the smoke. Not the case though.
Blade in a dangerous position. He's in a one and done position, but where he is at the moment is getting so much information on the side. Did he just get tagged through the wall?
Apparently.
I think he did in a kiss. Oh, he's got 3 in the previous round. He's got to go big right now because all the T's are lining up in unders.
Oh, good flashbang. Excellent flashbang from Winterfox. A kiss had no chance there at all.
And they know that one more is on the B side as well, so with that boost.
Looks like a quick rotate though from Rush. If Little Man can find 1 or 2 here, Blade in the end actually going to get 1 as he tries to enter up through short. Good little jump up from Silent, but not quite able to land the shot, and all of a sudden Winterfox just completely decimate that B site. 6-5. It's still, they kind of seem to be going round for round, but overall, I mean, Winterfox is on the T side, so that's better for them.
Round for round is always going to favor the T side because even though they drop, they can buy, you know, they get the bomb plant down.
Economy's
that's more cash.
Well. Yeah.
You have no money. Oh, Tech 9s, they'll work out an overpass in a pinch, especially in the hands of Offner as well as, I mean, all the members of Winterfox making a contribution towards the overall team effort. On the side of Rush, you know, it's just, I guess is one good round. I mean, not much you could really do in that round. He was in the prime position, but Winterfox, as you were saying earlier, perfect utility usage. This is pristine, almost. This is their map pick, but it's just clinical, you know. Every single grenade has its purpose. Molotov to force the boost off, smoke to make sure they don't get AWP, flashbang to make sure that any potential chance that there's a stack is completely shut down. So smart.
Winterfox don't have the information yet that the B site is the stack, but obviously not rushing into anything. So, not taking too many chances that they don't need to.
They've got the utility to work with, lots of Molotovs, which is what I love seeing on an anti-eco. A lot of the time you're tempted to buy an SMG and push in fast, but you can just very easily walk into your own slaughter. So they're just slowly working territory together, going in 3-man hunting crews to make sure all the lines are safe before dropping 1 off, and then letting the rest of the teammates push in together.
Much better. Exactly what you need to be doing here as well for Rush. Sorry, for Winterfox. And Rush still hanging around on this B-bomb site. Not getting much done. Getting anything. They can hear all the noises. They should be surely now aware that it's really going to be an A-site take from Winterfox, and Winterfox are just going to roll on in quite as they please.
They'll be happy with that. Easy bomb plant, and they know it's a B-site stack, so EMAG going heavy on the hunt means that he's locked down the bank line. A couple of Peter 50s at close range may do a lot of damage. They're stacking up. EMAG is now under pressure. Gets 1, gets 2, can't get the 3rd. APOC towards unders. Will clean up Toy, who's trying to get that lurk line to a kiss. Will be able to retrieve the AK-47. So, Rush at the very least, get an AK out of that. Winterfox not fascinated in pursuing. Blade does get the dink, but can't get the body shot. There's a kiss. Will be able to take the AK-47. Not if, actually, APOC has anything to say about it.
Yeah, and this is not good. APOC is going to catch him, although making a lot of noise, and a kiss is aware. APOC, if he had walked there, you have to wonder whether or not a kiss would have survived, but in the end, does look like a kiss is going to go through to the next round here with the AK. It's going to be quite a crucial one as well, because Rush, they don't really have that much money here. I don't think they're going to buy up behind this, maybe just some pistols.
It's difficult to buy up. They just don't have enough. I mean, Akiss just opting to go for the body armor just to try to see what damage he can do with that AK-47. For the rest of the members, you know, maybe body armor as well as pistols, but the next round's a true test.
Definitely.
They need to take it, otherwise they might go down this half 9-6 towards Winterfox, because Winterfox are, at the moment, just showing better map control, as they are pushing out towards long A. Raz now under pressure. This is what I want to see. You know, can Raz hit these when they push out at him?
Yes, apparently he can. Zusi as well backing him up as APOC finds one as well.
That was quick.
Triple kill from Zusi in that round, and that was a very quick one, but that's what I like to see. Get the eco round out of the way, I reckon.
Yeah, this is the true test now for Rush. This is where, you know, the baby rounds are over. Silent, he's dropped an M4, but no, he's dropped an AWP and an M4, so don't know why he dropped the AWP, but he will retrieve it. As Rush looking quite equal there. Zuzi, though, hitting 15 kills for Winterfox. Just looking a slight bit scary for Rush right now. Once again, Silent coming up towards Piety to get that position in. See if he can take down any Ts, but they're not interested. Just Raz locking down a line, making sure that no one's playing aggressive Winterfox, otherwise funneling their forces towards the B site instead, going through the tunnels and just slowly shutting down the potential lines that Rush could be playing. This boost actually might catch up Blade.
Push, the man does go down, but Akiss able to trade it out. I don't think they spotted Zuzi.
Not yet, because Zuzi is now coming through, but that is a very dangerous player, neutralize, and EMAG, a very, very sloppy fight alongside with Akiss. Will be able to get out alive, though. Rest of Winterfox now alongside with him. I don't know why they gave the bomb to EMAG when he's on 10 HP, but sure, why not?
Yeah, why not? I don't know. B-site. Boost coming out here from Blade again. I mean, if Winterfox can snap his head off, Raz, if he gets a shot in. Offnu, though, is going to be the one to do it. Loses a lot of HP in the process, but that's really allowed the B-site to open up. Unfortunate for EMAG. Silent is able to take him down. If the bomb went down there, Winterfox were in with a chance. Now, though, still trying to get that bomb down, but it will go down. 2 versus 3, though. You should expect to see Rush having a pretty good crack at this one. Toy coming around from short. He's going to be a crucial player. He's the sort of the X-Man, and in the end, he is going to be able to pick up the kill. Offnu, I wonder if he could have sprayed that down anyway.
No, Raz needs to hit the short. If he hit the short player, Offnu would have had so much pressure off him. Offnu was just on, you know, just trying to buy time.
In 2 lines, looking in both directions. Like, you couldn't do anything there. But 7 rounds for Winterfox. They could potentially get 8 here because the buy is not going to be excellent for Rush. I mean,
they
7's really good. 8's going to be even better.
7 rounds on T side, a lot of buffer space.
Yeah.
A lot of safe space, and Winterfox going to be happy on their map pick, going on towards their CT side, you know, taking the pistols and just completely shut down Rush. I'm not sure if Rush really have any advanced strategies for Overpass, but I think Winterfox have this in the bag. It looked a little bit hairy towards early on. It was a 4-0 lead for Rush, but afterwards Winterfox gathered their wits and were able to shut it off. But Toy gets one, Silent. Just got to hit those.
Yeah, you have to hit that shot, really. That's essentially given Winterfox a kind of get out of jail free card. You almost thought Toy was going to get 2 there. Looked like Silent was going to get 1, but in the end, somehow Rush only managed to find 1 kill. Blade doing a good job at least to be able to trade it back, but he sacrifices some health for it. And the A-bomb site is being pressured now by Winterfox.
Yeah, do manage to get the bomb plan down, and Zuzi, I mean, he knew where Blade was, so easy takedown. Little man from CT able to get another one. Offnu goes for the engage, does manage to take that one, but Little man blinded out. Offnu does have just dancing around the side. Little man gets another one, tag down towards 66, has the smoke grenade. He's going to use it. He knows where the last member is. That's going to be Zuzi on 29. Little man's going to tap the bomb. He's going to try to stick on it. Oh no, Zuzi doesn't know which direction to be shooting at, and Little man will take that. So Rush take the 8-7 lead in towards the half.
Not too big of a deal there, though. 7 rounds on the T side. Pretty good for Winterfox. We'll find out how the second half goes in just a sec.
Hey Future Pros, we have a flash for you that should aid in pushing through the monster tunnel on Overpass. This flash should leave your teammates unaffected while the CTs should be blind as heck. To do this flash, line yourself up over the tip of this bottle. Aim over the wall slightly and to the right and then throw the flash. that's it. This should make the Rush B Don't Stop strat work way more in your favor.
It's important to be part of the Pro League because it's sort of the premier league for you know, all the North American pro teams, and also it gives you the opportunity to make the LAN finals and play against some of EU's best as well.
You know, with the sponsor Mountain Dew, can be really good for up-and-coming players. It feels amazing to have this opportunity, and I'd never take it for granted, that's for sure.
Start your esports career now at play.eslgaming.com.
And welcome back to the ESL Pro League North America. At the moment, half-time between Winterfox and Rush, and we are currently on Overpass. Things looking okay again for Winterfox. They've had a pretty decent T-side.
Yeah, Rush, I mean, did struggle to kind of come back, but it just felt like once again, Winterfox just had control of the T-side, had control of the map, and well, it was just a matter of how many people could Rush kill before Winterfox gunned them down. Every single round that they executed was clean and clinical. Now Winterfox on the, you know, on the preferred CT side. Rush did manage to take that one down with a smoke defuse, but now the hard work up to Rush. They coming towards B. Oh, it looks like they've been watching the ESL Pro strands because they are just doing the hard B no stop. And EMAG does get taken down, but Offnu dancing around. Won't be able to survive any longer. Blade does pick up 2 and APOC, just surviving at the moment for now. Just needs to buy time for the rest of his teammates to rotate across because it's 3-3.
Bomb is going to go down there for Rush, but Winterfox don't seem to be too bothered by that, though Zuzi should get this kill. He does. In the end, Raz as well, able to find one. It's 2 versus 1. Bomb, you know, plenty of time on this one for Winterfox to work with. They don't have to do anything too drastic, just need to trade this kill out, and they will pick up the pistol round. Defuse kit secured by Raz as well. Zuzi, though, does go down, and now, oh, a great shot coming out from Silent, clutching out the pistol round. 2 versus 1. Good start to the T-half for Rush, but admittedly, Winterfox have looked pretty good on that CT side. Yes, they've lost the pistol. You know, there's going to be a couple of rounds now that should go the way of Rush. In saying that, though, on Inferno, Winterfox basically shot out that CT side. So if that transfers over here onto Overpass, then Rush are definitely in for a tough time.
Yeah, it depends on how they play. It depends on how Rush also execute towards things. And APOC, the only member to buy that full helmet, armor, and pistol, he is fully committed. The rest of his members aren't really committed, just like Rush is coming towards B-side again, so well, it's going to work out. APOC does manage to dink one, but he's been found out, and EMAG just dancing around the CZ to see what opportunities he can find, but he tags down a Kiss quite low. APOC finds another headshot, but surrounded from all sides. Oh, little man, he's completely whipping so many shots, but eventually gets the kill. This SMG...
Oh, what? What? Zuzi.
That was a great flick.
Come on.
SMG usage from Rush not really impressing me so far because they have whiffed a lot of shots and have allowed Zuzi a bit of a glimpse in towards this one.
Little man very low on HP. Zuzi, though, only able to spot out Toy at this point.
Doesn't transfer that flick.
If he had flicked that across to Little man, that could have really caused some problems. But not to be. Still a fairly successful round for Winterfox. They didn't invest anything into it. Took 3 guns out of the hands of Rush. And now Rush have to decide, are they going to invest into AKs here or are they going to take some more UMPs through? Looks like it'll be AKs, at least for Toy.
This might be a bit dangerous for Rush because Winterfox are lining up for an HE stack. Where are these HEs going to go? It looks like they are going to go towards B. And if Rush go towards B long again, oh, this might be painful.
This could be interesting.
Oh, dear.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Little man. Oh, yeah, actually. Okay, there we go. Offnu picks up a kill onto a Kiss. Hurts a lot of those Rush players as well. I thought it was going to be a little bit lackluster, but in the end, they do get a kill. Would have liked to have seen maybe a little bit more of a follow-up there from Winterfox on that one, but doesn't matter so much. They've gone 2 for 2. Zuzi having a great time with these pistols so far.
And look at this lurk. Look at this lurk coming in from Raz. Knows where Silent is. Silent is 1 tap away. Zuzi just dancing around. Toy, once again, a critical member. Full HP right now for him to work with. Is thinking about retrieving the bomb. He's been spotted out, though. Zuzi can't continue his great form. They know where Raz is. They know he was lurking around somewhere, so just dancing around trying to find him. No Molotov to work with. Just a couple of flashbangs and smoke grenade as Toy makes his way towards Pit. He's been spotted out now, but dinked out as well. Raz finds a kill, but Silent through the smoke. So close once again for Winterfox. Rush taking a lot of damage.
Man.
But they will be able to close things out towards the end, and I think they'll breathe a sigh of relief as they have 4 rounds to work with. And Rush, actually the momentum is in their favor a little bit. If they can take a couple of rounds, damage the Winterfox economy, they could potentially take down Overpass.
Yeah, I mean, we sort of said this wouldn't be particularly surprising to see this come through to a 1-1 at the start of the day. Obviously, Winterfox kind of shut Inferno out, and maybe we thought, okay, maybe Winterfox is in with a chance of 2-0ing this now, but I guess it comes down to this small passage of play. You know, the next 2-3 rounds so crucial for both these teams.
Yeah, so it determines whether Winterfox can build up an economy and, you know, push back towards Rush. How are their buy rounds actually going to hold out? What is Rush going to do on their executes? You know, have they got, you know, this mastermind plan? Which territory are they planning to control? Where they're trying to fake out? What are they trying to sell? A lot of smoke grenades still for them to use as they try to take territory of toilets now. Raz still, though, with the AWP locking down a line. I'm not sure exactly which one it is yet as he's dancing around, but he's going to back off for now. Silent also has the AWP, so he's challenging Raz right now actively, but I don't think I've actually seen the AWP versus AWP actually kill each other yet, as
No.
APOC gets dinked for 5 damage through 2 walls, so that's why it's very low.
It is the first gun round here for Winterfox, so I mean, let's not get too ahead of ourselves here in the second half. Rush have already obviously started off pretty well, but this is really the one that we have to watch. If Winterfox can pull this one off and basically start to take control of that CT side from here on out, then definitely Rush is going to be in a spot of bother. But like I said, these next few rounds so crucial, and only 35 seconds left to work with. The T's are going to be executing on towards the A-bomb site. How many players up there? 2-3 actually it looks like for Winterfox. One is going to rotate up pretty early. Zuzi flashing into bathrooms, doesn't spot out Toy, but eventually he's going to be able to push him and takes him down. Little man does get the trade, but that's crucial time wasted really here by Winterfox. The bomb still having to get into the site with only 15 seconds left on the clock. We see the kills going the way of Rush though. And Winterfox under a bit of pressure, but the bomb again dropped. Are they going to have time to plant this? Probably now that APOC is the only one left alive. And that was a very messy round from both teams in reality, but Rush come away with the win.
Yep, and this means that Winterfox going to be another eco. I hope Rush don't rush B again, because they rushed B 3 times in a round. Come on, there's got to be some more creative anti-ecos around this. Oh, I'm scared. I'm actually scared they're going to rush B.
They have triple UMP. They're headed in the B direction. Although the bomb's been dropped. Okay, so I think they're going to play a little bit slower this time now. The bomb's dropped. Going into short water this time.
Silent didn't even click, so Silent AWP shot. No one dies, and he's under a lot of pressure. Does have assistance from Blade, so he's going to get out quite safe. They're just going to go towards B side instead. They spotted out the CTs trying to push mid, so they know that B side is a little bit more clear, and they already had the members towards short, so why not push out there? It's going to work out in their favor. A kiss. If he doesn't check, oh, little man. Great shot. Oh, they don't check ABC. APOC, so much work that he could have done, but Silent also picking up one as well, so Winterfox, very least, still 3-on-3, but they had some nice positions. And EMAG, oh, Silent, this is what I needed to see from the AWPer of Rush. At the very least, getting these basic kills, because he was whiffing a lot earlier on. At the start, at the very least, Raz has upgraded towards an AK-47. Offnu with the Deagle. Raz has been found out now with the Deagle. All on towards the CT, but he can't find anything.
So 13 on the board now for Rush, and what all of a sudden looked like a really good score for Winterfox is now pretty poor, in all honesty. Like, they need to get some rounds here on the CT side, because as of yet, they haven't actually picked up one.
Yeah, it's not over yet. I mean, once again, it's only been a single buy round. This is the second true buy round coming out now. Yep. But Winterfox, they have to make this one work out. Otherwise, Rush will be 14-7, forcing Winterfox into a disastrous situation of either deciding to force up for the draw or for the victory, or just eco and potentially trying to bring it back in towards overtime. So Raz now peeking towards using that party line. Zeus is just going to take a little bit of damage, but otherwise Rush coming towards the B site. It's worked out for them so far quite well. Why not come back here again?
I don't think EMAG spotted anyone out on that jump. That time, though, he does. Spots out a kiss. That's the only one, though. You have to suspect if you spot one, there's probably a few more of those Rush players in that direction. As you said, they have been playing towards the B site more often than not. So far on their T side.
Execute beginning on the B side as well. Molotovs looks like they're not faking. Rush is going straight through, but EMAG has managed to swindle his way across, but he's still completely blind. A little man and Blade opening up. APOC and Offnu able to get a couple of kills, but where is Offnu? It looks like
he's dead.
He's dead. His Molly was able to get a little bit of revenge from his grave, but now the rest of Winterfox trapped behind smokes and decide to fall back immediately. They can't find their way in. It's too difficult.
Yeah, and they need these guns through the next round as well, because as you said, if they lose this one, be facing down that 15th round as well.
Yeah, Yeah, they were trying to find, I guess, a glimpse of Rush trying to
if
present
they had
an
have maybe
opportunity.
found a pick there, then something could have happened.
They've also lost the AWP just then, so
Lost the
Zuzi.
AWP, that's not good. And Zuzi's going to challenge this as well on the little man. He will win the duel, so fair enough.
Might be able to retrieve the AWP, but silent with that line. Zuzi with a flashbang. I think he's just waiting for the bomb to explode, and he will be able to pick up the AWP. So good, well timed by Zuzi. We'll be able to take the AWP away. And well, Winterfox at the very least able to force up behind this, but this is do or die time for them now. Rush.
Yep.
This is... Rush are playing well. They're able to get the first entries, but at the same time, they're just forcing their way on a bomb site, and Winterfox have no answer for it.
Yeah, it seems so. I don't know. Winterfox, they were so good with their utility use on the T side. Now on the CT side, it seems to be lacking a little bit. The flashbang's working so well for Rush. You could see everyone on the B site for Winterfox was essentially flashed out, and they couldn't do anything. So, need to see something a little better from Winterfox now on this CT side if they are going to be able to pull out the win. Still a lot of rounds to claw back here, though. It's kind of hard to say, kind of hard to see them coming back from this.
Yeah, well, unders, they're slowly crawling out of unders, and Raz under a lot of pressure right now because they're encroaching on his position. He's been spotted out. Now he has to dance around. Has to hope for the best. He does a Zuzi is back up. A Silent with a great shot. Raz only picks up one no-scope, though. It's not good enough. Winterfox rotating up towards the A site really quickly. Offner trying to go aggressive. Does manage to strafe back around the corner, but now all of Rush. But they line up for him. He just takes down 3, guns them down. Rush, too fast, too furious, and now just 2 dead.
Yeah. Little bit silly there from Rush. They had so many utilities that they could have used, but instead they just try and take the aim duel. In the end, though, they do get punished for it. And now Silent on his own. Does get taken down by Offnu. Great round from him. 4 in that one.
They needed to punish him when he peeked out. Didn't they? Just peeked. They just strafed together into his crosshairs. And well, Offnu, he has a field day with that and brings Winterfox a little bit of space.
Yeah, well, Rush at the moment going to be able to buy back into this one. But well, both teams fairly low in terms of the economy. Pretty important round for both teams.
Yeah, and well, Emag's not having the best game. He had a pretty good Inferno, but 4 kills so far in the entire match. That is definitely something he needs to remedy going forward.
Hard to believe that he's only gotten 4, but I guess he has kind of been a little bit missing here.
He's been very quiet, actually. Where is he playing towards? He is on that B side, so... Well, on the T side, he actually wasn't entering on the T side. Wasn't really doing much on the T side. On the CT side, you know, it's been difficult for all the players on Winterfox so far. It's only Offnu that's, you know, stepped up and did a lot of damage. So Rush were able to purchase up once again in this round. And once again, looking to leverage their way potentially towards A side. Only Blade trying to make noise at short, as well as unders. Winterfox, though, with a lot of utility to work with, so they're not too scared for now.
Yeah, but Rush getting some pretty nice map control actually in through bathrooms or next to bathrooms. And then through long as well. They've got control of both of those areas of the map. We do see a rotation starting up here though from Winterfox. Sending one of those B players up here. Not a bad choice. It does look like Rush is headed in the direction of the A-bomb site. Utilities from Rush at the moment not affecting Winterfox all that much, but here come the players. That's the important thing. Zuzi does start off onto a kiss. Good trade though by Little Man. Raz able to pick one up for himself as well, and he's holding some very nice lines with that AWP. Offnu as well, giving him a little bit of backup. So it does seem that Winterfox have sort of warmed up now into the CT side. This one looking a lot more convincing than the last.
And Rush just trying to save the AWP right now, but Offnu just shutting down his potential. Will be pushing in towards him. Silent can't even take the AWP towards the next round. Winterfox should force Rush into potentially an eco. Yep, it is going to be an eco coming out, and well, this is what we wanted to see, but they've come in a little bit late, and well, Rush is only 2 rounds away from taking the map. Winterfox still need to win 7 on in the trot to take it. Rush, I think, maybe just purchase up a couple of pistols. I don't think they're really invested in this one. Yep, just the Tech 9, 2 P250s as well. 3 P250s and just a single Glock on towards Blade, but Silent already tagged down towards 16 through the edge of the wall from a shot from Raz, and he's just going to clean things up with another shot. Under's pressure now coming out from the rest of the members of Rush, but Winterfox falling all the way back towards A site. Very safe and sound.
Yeah, still not out of the woods yet, Winterfox. Obviously, they should pick up this round, make it to 10, but they still need to get 4 more rounds to even equalize, and then a couple more as well to pick up the win. If they were able to pull it back, that would be a fantastic comeback from them. To see whether or not it's going to be the case. Zuzi is playing so well. I think he's just hit 30 there. I believe he was on 27 just before. We'll have to check at the end of this round, but Yeah, things are looking so good right now for him. And 29, not quite.
Not yet, but yeah, EMAG on 4.
Yeah.
That's a little bit depressing.
Zeusie's taking all of EMAG's frags.
Well, pause coming out from Rush now. They're discussing what they want to do. I'm assuming it's a tactical pause because...
We'll find out.
Well, now would be a good time to call a tactical pause unless there's a tech issue from Winterfox once again.
Potentially. Well, all 5 players in the server.
You could see one dropping out, maybe a gun dropping to the ground. As Rush, they need to take 2, but these 2 are potentially the hardest of Winterfox. They pushed Winterfox all the way to the brink. They're sitting on the cusp of defeat, so they're pushing back quite hard, and on the backs of some of the heroics of Offnu as well as Zuzi are sitting in a great position right now.
Yeah, looking like it is an attack pause, apparently, I'm told.
It is or isn't?
Is not.
Is not? Okay, so tech issue maybe.
We're underway soon. But yeah, I mean, maybe gives them a little time to think here, Rush. Even if they're not talking so much, they can just think, calm down, you know, just chill out a little bit for a few minutes. That could be enough.
Well,
reset.
They haven't purchased anything yet, so
there's 1, 2.
All right, weapons coming out now on the side of Rush, so they had money to buy in. I was just curious to see what they were planning to purchase on the side of Winterfox. So they have a full set of weapon, obviously. Only Raz dropped in the previous round, and Zuzi picked the AWP and gave it to him immediately afterwards. Good teammate, good camaraderie. Can't do that in real life, though. Can't wait for your teammate to respawn, generally.
This looks like a solo push out towards bathrooms here from Offnu. Oh, he's going to go into the underpass. Not something we've seen Winterfox do too much. Smoking that off. Falling back. Bit of pressure early on here from Winterfox. They're pushing aggressively.
I see the purpose of that actually, because as they post 2 members up towards long A, Zuzi closes. He gets 1, gets 2, gets nearly the 3rd, but Zuzi gets the damage done. Raz gets the kill. I see the purpose of Offnu's smoke. With that smoke towards unders, it stalls Rush. It funnels them away from party because they're afraid of the AWP. It funnels them away from unders and it pushes them towards long A, and that's what Winterfox wanted. That's exactly what they wanted to do. Works out. Raz is tagged down, but they've got the numbers advantage, and well, bomb's been lost for Rush as well. Instantly losing all their members just like that is not good in terms of their chances for winning.
3 versus 2. Oh, sorry, 5 versus 2 even. Situation gets a little bit worse there for Rush, and yeah, not good. It's going to allow another one on the board for Winterfox, and in this one, you would expect that Winterfox should be able to take the majority of these guns through the next round as well, so I don't know what their economy is looking like right now, but they've won a couple in a row, so it should be getting, you know, getting up there.
Looks like they are rotating the long way around, so trying to hit the B site instead. There's only EMAG that's anchoring the B site. I believe it is on top of just that. Is he boosted up, actually? Yeah, he's boosted up. He's boosted up. So it's 2 on B side. It's APOC actually boosting EMAG right now, so... Or EMAG boosting APOC, should I say. Just spotting the foot. He's just like, get your stinking feet off me. APOC missing a couple of shots. That's okay. They're towards the B side, so Winterfox can rotate the members accordingly. APOC charging in, no fear. Wants to try to at least stop the defuse. Takes down Toy and EMAG. Adding his own kill. Offnu did do the damage earlier on towards Blade, but EMAG's able to get the kill, and the defuse going in the favor of Winterfox means that Rush can force up into this round.
Look at that money. Winterfox starting to look real good in the economy department, though I suppose it doesn't matter hugely, considering if they drop around, you know, well, they shouldn't be dropping around at this point. They need to be getting every round that they can.
Yeah, and Rush going on the pistols, so Winterfox looking to continue the good work, just varying things up. Raz most likely going towards party once again, has a lot of support. This is what you need to do when you're going towards that party position. We saw Toy as well as Silent do that earlier. Now Raz as well as Zuzi is doing that, but the rest of Rush are coming in towards short as well as B long. It's a B long push. APOC has a lot to do, but he can't do anything. This may just be it because there's EMAG stuck in the middle of the open. There was no support whatsoever. Little Man has pushed straight forward. Will deny the bomb plant at the very least. Offnu gets 1. But look at this. Zuzi's under a lot of pressure. Raz under a lot of pressure as well. Little Man gets another one. Zuzi spots him out. Offnu. Oh my goodness. Little Man gets an AWP shot as well. So it's all up to Offnu. This is what we're talking about.
Yep.
A terrible B-side hold. APOC needed to get a couple, and EMAG's just caught no man's land. And well, EMAG has been having a terrible game as Little Man cleans up with 4 kills of his own.
Yeah.
2 AWP and 2 Tech 9 kills. And now Russian match point. Winterfox, small consolidation they can purchase up in this one, but at the same time, I think Rush may just want to head towards B-side.
Yeah, maybe.
They'll probably just go, why are we bothering executing anywhere and failing when we can just push on the B side and just wreck these guys?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you know EMAG plays there. You know EMAG's been having a troublesome time, I suppose.
target the weak link.
Exactly.
Normally, I'd say that EMAG is the solid anchor, and
Yeah.
well, this time he is the solid anchor. Just not in the right way this time
Yeah,
around.
I know what you're talking about, though. Unfortunate for Winterfox there to lose that round. Really needed to probably pick that one up because that's the worst possible way to let Rush back into this one. They really did have a bit of a stranglehold going on, but now Rush will feel like they're in with a good chance here. Just need one more round. Winterfox need to get 4 to take it through to the overtime.
Oh, Rush is going to be stacking up, but Raz finding Blade, trying to come out under, so that is another great pick by Raz, opening things up for Winterfox, but Rush, they still have the majority of the members towards the B side. They're still keen on hitting this. Kier sitting very, very close, just making sure no one can come through unders in case there is any CT aggression. Silent with the AWP. Bomb making his way through short. APOC is going to smoke off Silent, but there's the first Molotov towards Graffiti.
Couple of utilities used just then by Winterfox, so Rush can wait these smokes out. It does look like the Execute is going to come in right now. The flashbangs not seeming to affect APOC all that much. Toy getting flashed a slight bit, but there's a good trade. Kiss finding a couple, actually. He will be taken down, though, by Ofnu, who's doing a good job of holding from water, but little man jumping up on the boxes. That's not going to be the greatest of ideas. Winterfox, fairly solid hold that time.
Yeah, and Rush, they will be able to buy up in this one once again, able to push hard back, but they lost one member in Blade, unable to make the trades work in their favor this time around. Once again, Rush don't need to go technical.
Yeah.
Just push somewhere, because I know that's the complete opposite of how they should be playing Overpass, but Winterfox are showing themselves to be adept at controlling the mid game. What they're not ready for is the early game engagements that Rush start in, and well, they're going to take fast control of short as well as B long this time around, but the early Molotov means that they can't really progress any further. Raz makes an AWP shot, but isn't really spot anything out. So Rush trying to work their way around the map. It's not really working out, so they're going to go back towards B.
Ofnu just spotting out this corner. If he sees that door open, he knows that there's some T's there, but at this point, Rush is not going to give away their positions at all. They have gained control of water. They're gaining control of Monster Tunnel as well, but some more smoke's being popped down by Winterfox. It's almost a mirror of last round where Rush just waiting outside those B entrances. The smokes come in from Winterfox and we're forced to wait just a little bit longer. Different sort of a CT setup though. You can see there that APOC's pushed quite far forward compared to where he was playing last round. EMAG this time just dancing up and down on the ramp. Ofnu a little further back, but there's the Molotovs coming in. And here comes Rush, making their way into the B site.
There's Ofnu finding one. EMAG from the pit, able to pick up one as well. A kiss, traded out, and Silent and Toy, though, making things work out. Raz nearly shooting his own teammate. 2-on-2. Zuzi does manage to drop down early as the bomb plant is lost. So it means that Rush are going to smoke off absolutely nothing whatsoever. Raz will be securing this bomb. Silent coming across. Oh, tags him! But Raz a little bit better through, I guess, a thinner edge of the wall, able to kill him as it looks like Zuzi was able to close things up. Zuzi on 34 kills. Absolutely ridiculous. And Winterfox, it may be going towards overtime. Rush are saving for the final round. Not forcing up in this one. Not even a... Okay, so a couple of Tech 9s coming out, but only a smoke grenade and flashbangs coming out on play to try to support his team.
Alrighty, well, Rush on the eco. They can allow one more round to go away, but then the next is the one that they need to get. They desperately do not want to take this one through to overtime. I mean, Winterfox have got the ball rolling just a little bit now, and they are allowed to take it through to the overtime. Then who knows? This is anybody's game.
Oh my goodness. Raz was caught out in the middle of the open, and well, Zuzi, if there's a man to hold it off, it's Ofnu and Zuzi just doing damage at the moment because Ofnu is gunning them all down. Finally dies, but Silent able to get a double kill. Now a 2-on-2. Kiss has actually got the AWP now coming across. EMAG has to hit this.
Surely.
Bomb has been lost. Silent now on a 1-on-2. Does not have armor. Has an A4 as well, which isn't the ideal weapon that you want to go across as APOC. Also enters the site. You can see Silent slowly crawling across, seeing if he can find anything. Jumps up and enters EMAG's crosshair. Heavy damage done by EMAG. And APOC looked like he almost got the kill, but EMAG does manage to clean up what he started. So now the final round of the normal half. Rush.
Wow.
What a turnaround from Winterfox.
What a turnaround indeed. I mean, to be fair, like, they did have a pretty good T side. Obviously, they struggled early on the CT side, but we knew that they can play CT pretty well because of Inferno. And they finally managed to get it together towards the later half of this second half. It's attack pause for Rush right now. No better time to really have it than now because it's basically
they should have had it
round.
earlier. I don't know why they didn't, take the time, break things down, discuss things out. And you can see, a bit of lack of team cohesion. You had a couple of people facing each other having a chat, but you had one person almost aloof, not interested in the conversation.
Better late than never, I think, at least.
this might be just too late, though. Winterfox have gained a momentum. Use the tactical pauses to stop Winterfox before they gained it in momentum.
Yeah.
At the 14-10 where those technical pause, should have been a tactical pause also called by Rush. You know, all right, let's talk about what we want to do for the next rounds. What happens if Winterfox win a couple more? What's our overall game plan? Now coming in, they have one round to work with.
Yeah.
They have to discuss. They're discussing the intricacies of this round, but if it goes wrong for them, well, it goes into overtime. Coming up from a situation where I believe it was like 14-8 at one stage, actually. So
it was looking really, really good, actually, for Rush. We were sort of saying, oh, well, Winterfox did well on the first half, but they haven't done anything here in the second half. They didn't even get around. But now all of a sudden we find ourselves at 14-15. Winterfox hoping to be able to pull this one through to the overtime. Raz going for a peek into underpass with the AWP. Hasn't spotted anyone out just yet, but I think there is a player hanging around. He's going to fall back, though. Playing a little bit safely is Winterfox.
Is just going aggressive to see if we can find, you know, the pick if Rush decided to charge in it. Rush going towards the A site. It's not really worked out for them so far, so I don't think this is really the best opportunity. Winterfox should be able to shut this down. We should be going towards overtime, barring once again a severe bunch of misplays coming out. Winterfox, just Rush haven't shown the proficiency to actually enter the A site so far.
Well, we don't know necessarily if they are going to hit the A site at this point. There's a few players in underpass, but having the bomb in the position that it is, you'd have to think that's the direction that they're headed in. Things can change, though, so quickly. I mean, still a minute on the clock. Rush, if they find something over on the B bomb side, if they get a pick or get some information that they like the sound of, then perhaps we do see them head back over to where they've essentially been defaulting to most of this half.
Zuzi in a one-and-done position, though, so he needs to be really, really cautious now. Peeking out. Is there a flashbang that's assisting him? No, Silent does not react to time. And, well, it gets pretty baited by Little Man. A Little Man does manage to get the trade at the end of the day, but the bomb has been spotted out by Winterfox, so members may start slowly rotating across towards the A side as the smokes bloom.
They have to rotate because there's no time for Rush to rotate back over to the B side. This is a pretty good situation in reality for Winterfox. Like, what is Rush going to do? Try and charge in against four players? I mean, the utility is going to help, but let's see how this one works out. Great shot, though, from Blade. Often who goes down. This could be enough to crack open the side. A kiss. He spies out APOC, but APOC in the end, a little bit too strong. Finding 2 kills there. It's back to a 2 versus 2, though the health for Winterfox is not looking too good, and it's all down to Raz. 1 versus 2 to try and clutch this one out. Take it to overtime.
1-on-1.
He gets Blade. Toy's in a great position, though. Really, it's so winnable for Toy here, and it would have to be an amazing clutch from Raz to pick it up.
Oh, Raz has faked it. Toy, he's pushing in towards Toy, and he's spotted it. Rush at the very, very end. Take it 16-14. Heartbreaking for Winterfox, but at the same time, you know, they had the rounds. They needed to get earlier rounds on the CT side. They just kicked in a little bit too late. And a Rush, at the very least, to get the victory. And they also enter the scoreboard, so it's going to be a 1 apiece for both teams. Yeah,
I think overall, hard to say who came out of that one probably feeling a bit better.
Rush.
I mean, yeah,
Winterfox
but
to be disappointed
16-7 on Inferno. Good result for Winterfox there. Obviously, it's going to be quite disappointing there, I think, for Winterfox to not be able to pick up that map, at least take it to overtime, see what they could do there. But overall, 1 apiece. I mean, at least both of them getting a round on the board here in the Pro League. They get some points there, and I mean, better than nothing.
Yeah, absolutely. At least they're entering the scoreboard, and well, not going to be challenging, you know, the top tier teams just yet, because that shows, I guess, how much both teams are struggling in terms of for Winterfox, right? Losing, I guess, Overpass towards a map which Rush shouldn't have been proficient on, as well as having a substitute.
Yeah, that's true.
Is devastating. How many pushes did Rush win with? They just pushed. Like, there was like a couple of decent executes, but at the same time, you know, CT side should be able to shut that down quite comprehensively, and they weren't able to, and that really cost them ultimately at the end of the day. So that's going to leave Winterfox, I guess, going back to the drawing board. A slow start towards the CT side, ultimately costing them.
Quite surprising for me because they looked so good on Inferno. They must just be much more comfortable on Inferno. I guess obviously Rush got off to a pretty good start in the second half of that one as well. You know, they were able to get the pissed around on the T side. They got the momentum flowing, and they sort of dropped the ball a little bit, allowed Winterfox back into it, but in the end, just strong enough. I think there wasn't really a standout for me for Rush. I sort of thought they were all really contributing almost.
Yeah, absolutely. I think in terms of Rush, you know, all of them had their times where they stood up, but at the same time, it was just quiet as well. There wasn't any explosive players on Winterfox. I mean, I really feel for Zuzi. He dropped, I think, 36 kills on Overpass in those 30 rounds, but EMAG definitely had to step up towards that second map. He only had, I think, 8 kills towards the end, and that's just not good enough.
No, that's not really. I think that was the sore point, really, for Winterfox, because the B side as well was sort of the weak part of that map for Winterfox on the CT side, and that was where EMAG was playing. You know, if he gets a couple more frags, maybe 3, 4, 5 more, those are rounds that maybe flip back over to Winterfox. And because of the scoreline being so close, 16-14, every little bit counts.
Yeah, absolutely. I think EMAG, I mean, it's an uncharacteristic performance. Normally we expect him to do a lot better. So there's always next time to, you know, he'll figure out exactly what mistakes he made this time around, and he should be able to fix them and make sure that it's calibrated and it won't happen again.
Yeah, typically speaking, he is one of those more consistent players that have come out of our region. Though, speaking of how things went for pretty much everyone here tonight, having a look at the results.
Look at that.
Yeah, NRG picking up the 16-9 over Optic. A little bit surprising. Still, though, on the other side, for us, it was 16-11 and 16-8. Good if you're a Renegades fan. And one apiece between Winterfox and Rush. 16-7 Inferno, 16-14 on Overpass.
Overpass, it was both a good and a bad map. I mean, in terms of that, what I meant is Rush, the rounds that they won, I mean, they had some great entry frags. You know, they all stepped out, got the great entry frags, but Winterfox at the same time, you know, it felt like to me Winterfox played better for the majority of the rounds. Just some choice decisions in between. A lot of the rounds cost them ultimately. And, well, Renegades earlier on today, they looked clean and clinical.
Really, I mean, especially JKS looked excellent.
I mean, I think I looked it up afterwards. I think he had nearly a 2 rating over the entire series. He was like plus 38.
Plus 40 is what I saw.
He was plus 40? Okay,
yeah.
it was plus 40.
Well, that's what I saw anyway. So, yeah, basically dominating that one. I mean, he had a little bit of backup there as well. I think most of the guys on Renegades sort of chimed in there, particularly Azza on Nuke looked pretty good. Yeah,
Yustilo looked pretty decent.
Yeah, Yustilo as well. Yam was probably the only one that I felt wasn't quite, you know, leading from the front, I suppose.
Hit and miss. I mean, there was a couple of rounds where Yam was really good. I mean, notably that 4 kill towards unders, but then you'd have rounds where he'd miss a lot of the easy AWP shots. You know, he'd whiff the shots in Vent where that was a critical round. Oh, not really critical round, but they could have clutched that out. And that's what I always think is, like, you know, in that position, you've got to hit those shots, and if you don't, then it's big trouble.
Yeah, guess so. But having a look at the standings here after this week, Renegades have moved themselves up a little bit further. Rush, Winterfox, Selfless, all, even Complexity, all with 1 round or 1 win on the board. Still sort of struggling down towards the bottom, but look, I mean, at least they're getting off the mark.
Yeah, but at the same time, NRG taking 1 over Optic means that they're just going over Optic for now.
It depends on how the second, because obviously the second map is not.
Yeah, it's on train at the moment,
so that's one of Optic's good maps as well. So
wait for it to be updated. Otherwise, you know, the top 3 look pretty secure. Liquid, Cloud9, SK Gaming.
Yep.
In terms of mid-tier, you know, your teams are starting to be sorted out in terms of all the positive, and as well as Immortals and Luminosity. Luminosity obviously did lose 2-0 against SK Gaming, so it was a bit of a hard matchup for them. They've lost, I think, both against Immortals and SK Gaming. So Renegades taking 2 finally, but still a lot of these teams in danger of being relegated.
Yeah, definitely want to see a few of them, you know, making a bit of a climb. I think things can sort of still shuffle around there. I would definitely think that we're probably going to be seeing Renegades maybe a little bit higher up later on in the season, but I guess we're going to have to find out. This is what's going on for the next match day. Obviously, it's Immortals and CLG on the mainstream, Optic and Cloud9. That's definitely a good one to watch. I think that's going to be a top-tier match. Then we have Winterfox Complexity, and actually we've got both the Aussies/New Zealand teams on our stream once more, Renegades and NRG to close out the night for that one. So, yeah, liking that.
That should be next Tuesday, I believe, so next week.
Yeah, next week. Not this week, obviously it is Friday for us, so...
It's Thursday over there.
So, yeah, it's Thursday over there, Friday for us.
If I did the time zone conversions correctly.
Yeah, can't really expect anything more out of this week, at least for us, otherwise we'd be on the weekend, so it doesn't really count to me.
Yeah, well, we still got work on Saturday. We still work on Sundays, so...
Yeah, we do. Hard-working people here in Australia, but that's going to be it from us tonight, obviously. We've had our 4 matches. They've been good matches, very, very good if you're a Renegades fan, and pretty good, I think, in general, if you're a fan of Australian and New Zealand CS. But for now, going to have to bid you good night. Until next time, see you later.